Well, good morning. We are in beautiful Ubud, Bali, and we have been here for 30 days. This is one of my favorite videos to make, to tell you what it cost me for 30 days in the country that I'm staying in. And here in Bali, I stayed down by the beautiful beaches of Kuta and Legian. I also made my way up to the wonderful mountains and the beautiful trails that I walk every morning. Oh, it's just gorgeous up here. It's cooler up here in Ubud. There's a beautiful breeze blowing all the time. This is heaven. It really is. And that's the way I feel when I come up here. And I love to bring you these 30-day cost assessments. We're going to talk about housing costs, transportation costs, food costs. I'm going to bring you today, I'm going to go to some great low-cost restaurants to show you how I eat affordable while I'm staying here in Bali. It is possible. I'm also going to show you some cool little coffee shops that I enjoy traveling to. This is the 30-day assessment here in beautiful Bali, and I love bringing it to you. We've got a lot to cover. We better get started. Another amazing month in beautiful Bali, and it's my pleasure to bring you the 30-day assessment of what it costs to stay here for my nomad life. Back in my home state of Hawaii, my housing would have cost me $2,600 a month. Are you kidding me? No, thank you. But here in Bali, I was able to stay at some really nice places, and I'll show you what they look like, and I'll give you the price range. Man, I cut my cost of housing seriously when I started traveling this lifestyle. Living low cost in Southeast Asia, I just love it. It saved me a lot of money every month so that I can enjoy my retirement and not be broke all the time. So let's talk about how much it cost me to stay in Bali for the last 30 days housing-wise. In the Legian area by the beach, in the Kuta area, you could even say, I tried Anna Inn, and it was a mistake. Even though it was only $11 a night, very cheap, the place was kind of under construction, and they really should not have been taking in new people. They had no running water, and I actually had to clean myself in the swimming pool. I'm not kidding. It was a disaster, but it was a place that I stayed just a few days, and then I left. I was like, this is not working out. The staff was absolutely wonderful, but man, I really kind of learned my lesson on this one. There's actually another place that I enjoy staying in the Kuta and Legian area that I will show you next time I come through Bali. But once I went to Ubud, oh yeah, I stayed at Warsaw. This place is like a second home for me. I've stayed here many times. If I do get an Indonesian long-term visa, I'm going to have a conversation with the owners of this facility and see what they'll give me for a long-term stay, because I just love it. You get a delicious breakfast every morning. It is a gorgeous place, strong Wi-Fi, hot showers, beautiful swimming pool, a really big, comfortable room. I just love it. I could live here year-round. This could be right where I stay for my retirement. No problem whatsoever. Warsaw is wonderful. This place ranges from $16 to $18 depending upon the season. That's the way they determine it. So just be aware of that it costs a little bit more, but it's worth every cent. I just love staying here at Warsaw. What about cost of food? Let's think about that. Food cost is a big one. Since I've been living here in Bali for the last 30 days, I've gone to great low-cost restaurants, low-cost coffee shops, and I've brought a lot of them to you in these videos. I'm going to go to new ones while I'm here. For this video, I'm going to show you some great new restaurants that I travel to and coffee shops. So I want to show you the cost of food first if I was back in my home state. Easily like this much. Yikes. But I've been able to cut it in half. I've been able to cut it in half and keep my food costs between $10 to $15 a day. I try to shoot for 10. I'm not always able to do that because sometimes I like to bring you a nice restaurant where I have like an appetizer and things like that, a fruit drink. But I do try to shoot for $10 a day if possible. So I was able to cut my food bill essentially in half from when I lived back in the States. Let's look at some great places to eat in Bali. Let's go. One of the places I'm taking you to is Taco Casa. I love this place here in Ubud. Oh my gosh, it is wonderful. Fantastic Mexican food, great price. The staff is wonderful. Every time I come to Ubud, I always love to stop in and get their massive burritos. Oh my gosh, everything is just cooked fresh to order. Fantastic. They really know what they're doing. As you know, this channel is as much a foodie channel as it is a travel channel. It just is, because food is a big part of my life. It's one of the ways that I engage with life, and I love it. They make everything fresh and delicious. This big old burrito that they make, oh my gosh, I get it every time. So this is the mango banana. This was a $2 mango banana shake, very affordable. And then I pick up the big burrito, which is fantastic. This thing right here is gonna go for about $5. So the whole meal together is probably going to be between $7 and $8 when all is included, about a $7, $8 meal, but it's totally worth it. And I love to come here. They make 3 different salsas in-house. Oh, yes, indeed. Let's go. This is what I'm talking about. This is a fantastic way to eat. And this is usually like my meal for the day. Something like this, if I, get hungry later at night or something like that, maybe I'll just make a bowl of cereal in my room. But this is it. This is a meal. This is exactly the way I enjoy traveling and eating. Low cost, healthy, affordable meals. This is my lifestyle. I could not live this lifestyle back in the States. I couldn't afford it. It'd be too expensive. This fantastic meal for $8, I can afford that. This is why I live this lifestyle. Thank you very much to the chef crew back there. Very good, delicious. Thank you. In this video, I will be bringing you another restaurant and another coffee shop, but I'm going to break it up a little bit and talk about different costs and then show you those locations. Oh man, look at this beautiful walk. I enjoy this every morning. What about the cost of having a vehicle? Back in my home state, it cost me about $500 a month to maintain my vehicle. And it was not a luxury car. There were people that were paying $1,000 a month to maintain their vehicle. I was like, whoa, that was high for me back then. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But since I've been traveling now here in Bali, I haven't had those costs at all. I haven't had a car here, a scooter here. I even used one of the local bus services to get between the beaches and up here to Ubud. Let's talk about the cost of transportation here in Bali for 30 days. I want to talk a little bit about healthcare because a lot of you ask me about that. As I travel, I have traveler's healthcare. And I do have a link in the description. The first link that you're going to find is for a company that you can utilize for travel healthcare. You can get all your questions answered there, okay? For me, I will tell you it costs about $100 a month for me to have travel healthcare, and it's worth it. It gives me peace of mind. What does it give me? Well, it gives me, first of all, emergency services. It gives me a few days in the hospital if I need it. And it also gives me the ability to repatriate back to my home country in case of an emergency. That's a huge cost. You'd be surprised how much that costs. So that's a big one. Along these hikes in the morning, there are a lot of very cool coffee shops. They're usually stand alone, but this particular one is attached to a kind of a yoga retreat. This is Heavenly Coffee. It's a really nice place to go. One of the most beautiful views. Wait till I show this to you. You can stop in and just enjoy the cafe. They have a full menu as well if you're hungry, but I'm going to show you the upstairs, and I'll also sneak you downstairs to show you what the bungalows and all that look like. I'll show you what at least the pool area looks like. What a beautiful place to stop in and get
and iced coffee. I just love it. This is the downstairs. I wanted to show you, this is a saltwater pool that they have, and I just like to sneak down here and show it to you.
Thank you so much.
Cheers to all of you. I really appreciate the time that you spend with me, and I enjoy doing these 30-day assessments. Bali is such an amazing part of my life, and it's been transformative. I feel healthy and happy here.
Let's talk about communication costs. The first year that I traveled as a nomad like this, all I did is utilize Wi-Fi. I kept my phone on airport mode, airplane mode. That's kind of a trip, but it worked. But it was also a hassle because I realized I needed to be in communication 24/7. That's way more than most people. I also use a lot of data, way more than most people, okay? Not only do I maintain this channel, but I also have an online business that I maintain. So I needed a lot of data and I needed to be in communication 24/7. I now have an international plan that costs me about $100 a month. I'm just telling you, it costs about $100 a month. Is that more than you need? Most likely. When you get into a country, you can find SIM cards from $5 to $30 that give you data and communication. That's probably all the average traveler needs. That's not enough for what I need when I travel like this, but that is enough for most people.
I tried to stop into this cafe to see if I could show you, you know, kind of a nice meal here for the afternoon, but there was nobody here. This is not uncommon. It was the middle of the day, no one here. But the view is beautiful, so don't get me wrong. In a future trip, I will bring you back here. But right down the road, I found Mommy's, and Mommy's was perfect. She had no problem coming out and making me a fresh coconut milk. Oh my gosh, just wonderful. She's out there just opening it up for me. She's got her little mad dog with her, fresh, right there. Love it. It was about $1 and nice little metal spoon so I can eat that young, delicious coconut right there. Oh, love that. That is so good and very healthy for you as well.
Ooh. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, thank you.
This is a fantastic chicken curry made right now. She cut those carrots, everything cooked for me and this meal. It had a nice little spicy kick to it, but not too much. I just loved it. This was about $2.50. So you throw in the coconut for $1, it's like a $3.50 meal. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna remember this place. While I'm up for a morning walk, why not stop in here and enjoy a lunch more often? This is the way I like to travel. I could not live this lifestyle if I stayed in the United States. I'd be broke. But as I travel, I can eat fresh, delicious, healthy meals for a low cost. That's what this channel is all about. And that's what my life is all about as I'm traveling, basically as a minimalist with one backpack, enjoying this lifestyle. I'm glad to have you along as well.
I want to thank you for the time that you spent with me. I have enjoyed bringing you the 30-day assessment, which is one of my favorite videos to make for you. What it cost me to stay in Bali for 30 days and compare that to if I had stayed and retired in my home state of Hawaii back in the US. Woo. It's night and day, the cost difference. And that's what I'm trying to bring you with these videos. I live a low-cost nomadic life, traveling as a minimalist with one backpack. Do you want to learn more about that lifestyle? If you do, like and subscribe to the video and come along with, because that's what we do here. Also, if you want to know about the equipment that I travel with, the sandals that I travel with, fantastic Keen sandals, the best. My wonderful backpack that's been with me for years, traveling the world. If you want to know more, there's links in the description that will give you information on the lightweight, hardcore gear that I enjoy traveling with. It has worked well, and I want you to be able to get access to that. Okay, I've enjoyed this 30-day assessment. the next video will be in a new country. That's right. I'm excited about it. So come along with, okay? All right. We'll talk again soon. Aloha.
I was not bothering nobody in the mean streets of Ubud. And then he found me. The mad dog of Bali.
Huh? Oh, you're a good mad dog. Yes, you are. Are you keeping an eye over here? Are you keeping an eye on the traffic? Yeah, you watching the traffic? Yeah. You having a good day? Oh, you sure are. You sure have very beautiful colors. Oh my goodness. He's a good mad dog, this one right here. For a year now, all I did for the first year was I utilized Wi-Fi. Not kidding. That's all I did. This wind is not good. Let's see what happens. See if it dies down.